I just went outside to let the chickens out of their coop and into their run. And Buffy is dead. Buffy is my only Buff Orpington girl. I have 5 chickens. I started with 6, but the other Buff Orpington died from pasty butt when I had only had him for like a day and a half, which was really sad, but like I wasn't attached and it happens. You lose baby chicks. I was not expecting to go out there and her be dead. I don't know what happened. Everybody else is totally fine. I was out there with them yesterday. I had them free ranging for a couple hours yesterday. There was I put them to bed last night. I put them in their coop and talked to all of them and pet on all of them. I had no idea. I go out there this morning and she's just dead. She was such a sweet girl and I feel so bad. I know that they say where there's livestock, there's dead stock. I know that. I've heard so many people say it on videos and podcasts and in books and in articles. I get it. But it's just so sad. She's one of my girls. Like, she's one of my babies. I care so much about all of my animals. And I feel like I let her down. I can't believe she's dead. I had no idea that she was gonna die. Well, okay, I went out there and I had left her in the coop, closed the door to the coop, and had the rest of the girls in the run so they couldn't get to her. I'm a little concerned because there's no sign of anything that I know of. I'm in a bunch of chicken groups. I know about a lot of the stuff. Compacted crops, sour crop, being egg bound, water belly. Like, I know about a lot of different illnesses and things that can kill chickens, but I also know the signs and symptoms of those, and she was totally fine yesterday. Free ranging, running around the yard with the rest of the girls, living her best life. And last night, when I put them away, she was fine, just like the rest of them. I inspect them all at night. That's my time, because they like to roost on the big tree branch that I have in the run. And when I come out with the flashlight, they know that like it's bedtime. And so while they're up there, because they're like eye level with me, I look at their feet, I look at their combs, I look at their crops. I give each one a little squeeze just to make sure nothing feels weird. And I like pet on each one of them. I look at their eyes to make sure that they're alert. I talk to all of them. They're my girls. I inspect them every night when I put them away, and everybody was fine. I know that chickens can have like heart attacks and stuff randomly, like cardiac arrest, so I'm kind of hoping that's what it was, because I'm gonna look up, I've heard of Merrick's, obviously, like the avian flu is a concern. I don't really know what the symptoms of those look like, so I'm gonna have to Google that and see, are there even symptoms? Is that a quiet thing that just sneaks up on you? When I disposed of her, I also took everything out of the coop, cleaned the coop, but the run, I can take the top layer of shavings out, but there's not very much I can do. It's a dirt floor. I can't totally clean it. The earth is the floor. So I don't know if there's anything else I should do or can do. But they were in there with her in the coop last night when she died. So if she has an illness, they're likely going to have it too if it's contagious. So again, I looked at all of them when I was out there. I inspected them all. They all look fine. So I'm going to be like helicopter mom now. I'm off today. I'm going to be out there a million times checking on them. I know that my emotional outburst in the beginning of this video was a little dramatic, and if you're watching this and you've had farm animals for a long time, that might maybe seem a little over the top, but that was my first one. Buffy was my first, like, loss for, like, a farm animal. And I was not mentally prepared to open that coop door and see her dead. Like, it shocked me. I was not ready. But I called Mom, and I was talking to her on the phone, and she was like, this is part of it. And I was like, I know that it is, I know, but, and I just keep thinking, like she was a chicken. I scooped all of the shavings from the coop into a trash bag, and then I laid her on top of the shavings and closed the bag. And so, I mean, it took me a half an hour. What if it was a cow or a goat, like, that's obviously likely way more shocking to walk out and find that dead. And how do you dispose of that, like, so, like, this was just my introduction, I feel like, to this side of things. And I don't have the farm yet. My only farm animals are the chickie girls. I just wasn't expecting it today. I'm still gonna do what I originally wanted to film today, which was this room, but I'm honestly probably gonna just cry throughout the day as it comes back into my brain, because I'm a crier, to be honest with you, and I don't want to have to worry about the camera or think about being on the camera. So I think I'm just going to call it. I am going to put this up because, I mean, you're not going to see Buffy now in any of my gardening content this year. And I don't know what's going to happen to the other girls, if they're going to get sick too. And I just think that when you choose to be public like this and you choose to have a channel and share your lives, it would be deceitful of me to try and hide this or pretend that this didn't happen. Especially if it ends up affecting my other girls, but even if it doesn't, I still would not hide this. It's part of it. This is part of it. Anyway, you guys, thanks for listening. If you have any ideas, leave them down below. I did take a picture of her. I'm not gonna share it here, just because I don't think that's necessary and it's very sad. But like I said, she was not egg bound. I looked at her, I guess I should stop saying butt and call it what it is, her vent. It was clear. It didn't have anything obstructing it. It was totally clean. Her comb was lighter than the others, but it was not totally drained of color. It was still pretty pink. And she was fine last night. So I genuinely do not know what happened. And then my mom was like, were there any trauma marks? No, nothing got her. Nothing was in the coop. The other girls were fine. She showed no signs of trauma. And the way that she was in the coop, it quite literally looks like she was roosting on the back roosting bar and just fell over dead. Like, that's what it looks like. She was up and then she just fell back. She was on her back. Like, it just looks like she just fell back and died. Okay, thanks for listening. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Sometimes it's hard, but I maintain, and I told my mom this, I maintain that it's still worth doing. Having the chickens, but also in the future, having other livestock animals, it's important. And I think that it's very nice that even though she's gone, and she's not even a year old, her year that she was alive was really nice, and she was spoiled and cared for, and she had a nice, really short life. And I still think that that matters and is important. And so I'm going to keep on with it and just do the best that I can, Thanks. Bye.